Hello and welcome in the new Antioch Expeditionary Forces of Abyssinia video. And this subwarband probably the most unique among the new Antioch ones, and as units you don't have any sniper priest, but instead you can have 2 holy warrior and you can have 2 combat medic. And why they are the most unique ones? Well, their rules are quite interesting. So as a start, the Abyssinian healers is telling you that you can have 2 combat medic, and of course it means that the weapon limit is 2 for the Misericordia as well for them. The Chewa rule means that your shock troopers or any elite unit can be upgraded with the Chewa keyword for 5 ducat, and the ability itself is simply giving them the ability to have extra dice during melee if there is other friendly units next to the target, so means within combat. But this rule is working only for the elites that are elite as a start, not the promoted ones, because you cannot buy the ability later for them. The Chieftain Panoply simply is saying that your mechanized heavy infantry cannot have machine armor, so they can be in reinforced armor only. Fate of Ethiopia is simply saying that you cannot have any sniper priest. The Holy Warriors are giving you the 2 Holy Warrior instead, other than the Trench Cleric, and as a bonus, the Holy Warriors have 2 additional ability, so they can have the Blessed Psalm ability, which is telling it that you can remove 1 Blessed marker from the Holy Warrior and move it to one of your other unit. So it's kind of a buffing ability, which is very good. And of course it also has the Arise and Be Healed ability, such as in other subwarbands, that if you make the roll, you can make the Trench Cleric, or in this case the Holy Warrior, to stand up, and not just him, but instead of the Cleric, another friendly unit within 3 inch for free to stand up. And you can also remove as an additional ability the free blood marker or infection marker, which is very strong. And on Holy Warrior it means they have 4 ability in total, and that's very powerful. The short range marksmanship is simply saying that your lieutenant and yeoman have an additional +1 for their ranged attacks within the short range, except for grenades and heavy keyword weapons, so simply any basic weapons are better for them in short range to shoot. The Vanguard forces are changing your yeoman's trench mole ability for +5 ducat to the flank ability, which is simply removing them to have the infiltration keyword, and instead they have the flanking ability, which is let them to be deployed on the side of the battlefield instead. So let's say it's a different kind of infiltration kinda. And weapons of mobile warfare is simply saying that you can have maximum 3 ranged weapons that have the heavy keyword other than the satchel charges. As for special items, Abyssinia has the most unique item, and the first one is the shuttle for 5 ducat, which is technically their unique one-handed sword, the curved sword. And other than the critical keyword, is simply saying that when you attack with this weapon you can ignore the minus injury dice or minus injury modifiers from the shield. So that's quite good in melee against opponents that using a lot of shield. The Holy Water of Lalibela is giving you +1 dice for each action, that's letting you to remove blood marker or infection marker. So it's very good because it's making your Holy Warrior abilities better, or simply the medkit usage. The Unfurrow is another headgear, so you need to decide if you use this one or combat helmet, for example. But if you use this one, it can be used only by the Chewa and elite units, and it's giving negate fear keyword, which is very good. And as an additional bonus, +1 dice on the melee characteristics. So your melee is going to be quite strong. And the last item is a glory item, and limit 1 is the Tabot, and only for Holy Warrior. It says that whenever an action that removing blood marker or infection marker is passed, you place 1 blessing marker next to the Holy Warrior with that Tabot. So this one is very funny because technically you can, this is a good combo with Holy Warrior that can replace or relocate, that's the better word, relocate the blessing marker from the Holy Warrior to any other unit you want. So it's a quite interesting bonus. Unit wise, the yeoman is looking the following with the flanking ability. The Holy Warrior is looking like the following, so it's very crazy with the 4 ability. And the Mechanized Heavy Infantry without the machine armor. As for unit promotion during campaign, I'm a little bit torn between either Mechanized Heavy Infantry or Shock Trooper as a main candidate, simply because your Chewa is very good if you promote them to be Chewa, and of course Mechanized Heavy Infantry is because it's expensive to buy, so it's really up to you here, I believe, again. And secondary ones, I would say Mercenaries perhaps here. Yeah, I think that makes, to me at least right now, the most sense, but maybe it's different. But as a warband, I believe this is the most unique, as I mentioned, and it's simply because the Chewa is making you to technically go into melee with as much unit as you can, and also you have Holy Warriors, which is also more like a melee unit, and it has a crazy amount of ability, and of course it makes it very interesting and funny to simply just spam the blessing markers on your other units. So it's very interesting, and I think it's definitely the most like a swarming type of warband, or gives that vibe to me the most compared to the other new Antioch warbands. Of course your ranged capabilities are not that good, so this increased melee potential comes with some, let's say, sacrifice, but I think it's quite interesting and funny to have this compensation or change in this warband. Yeah, and actually I'm going to be quite interesting how the future box set's going to look like for them. There is a few good possible STL kit from third party, so there are still possibilities to make them or kit bash them, but yeah, future is going to be interesting for this warband definitely. If you played the warband, let us know about your unit composition and equipment, because definitely the Holy Warrior and Chewa is giving you very interesting combinations with the blessing marker spam or relocation between the units, and this is definitely going to make them the quite interesting and unique warband within New Antioch. So yeah, that's why please don't hold back your experience about this warband so far. Thank you for listening to the video, and see you in the next one. Thank you and bye bye.